Hey everyone! It's that time of the year, Survivor.
We've seen every year of Survivor except last year's. Because there was just too much going on.
No, we pretty much didn't even realize that it was on until like halfway through. We were like, okay, we can't start halfway through. So this year there are 16 contestants and guess what? It's in China.
Okay, yeah, so they all got on a train. 16 people. All Americans. They made a point of saying that. I don't know why. What an eclectic bunch this go-round. Let me just read them off here. A former Miss Montana.
A middle school lunch lady.
Right. A gay Mormon flight attendant.
A Christian talk show host.
On the radio.
Radio talk show host.
Right. A pro wrestler. A USC honor student. A chicken farmer.
A pro poker player.
A 4th grade teacher.
A jewelry designer.
A Nashville musician.
A grave digger.
A New York City waitress.
A surfing instructor.
A bartender and former model.
And a 20-year-old athlete and student.
The youngest survivor ever. Okay. 39 days.
Are you up to it? So they're staying on like this lake thing in China.
Yeah.
So that's a little different.
Yeah, they're kind of near civilization because I guess they're like on the mainland. And
they're pretty far out though, I think.
They start introducing the survivors to us, and the first one that they kind of talk to is Chicken. The chicken farmer. What else would you be called?
I cannot understand him at all. He's like, chickens.
At least I'm doing some work. You know, what the hell is wrong with that guy?
And then PG, the jewelry designer, she's of the Asian persuasion.
She's glad to be there because she's Asian.
Yes, she's feeling mucho pride.
Wow, they had a welcome ceremony in a temple. And
it was like a Buddhist thing, but it wasn't religious.
Please, it's just a welcome ceremony, urged Jeff Probst. Don't get upset. So, who gets upset? The Christian radio talk show host.
I will not worship these fat men.
I will not bow down before them. Nobody's asking you to worship them.
It's a welcome ceremony.
Just show the people who live there the respect that they deserve, please. And then we met Denise, the school lunch lady. That girl's got a mullet.
I know. I felt bad though, like in the beginning when she was looking at her pictures.
Yeah.
She's like crying.
Yeah.
I felt for her.
Courtney, the New York City waitress. Honey, party over on the white hair.
I'm sorry, but
it's all
this
gonna
girl
fall out.
is like a little bit full of herself.
She is gonna be a total reverse skunk if she lasts more than a week.
She's like, oh, I don't want to be here with all these Sunday school teachers and lunch ladies or whatever.
The guy in the temple got her good. Her hands were drooping.
She was like, and
Whoop.
he was like,
get them up.
And then like the whole bowing thing, he was just like,
yeah. And then she was just like, yeah, okay. Good way to behave when you're a guest in someone else's country.
Yeah.
Okay? In their temple of all places, too. So Jeff said, look, bitches, you got the clothes on your back, and that's it. See
that's
all that luggage?
Buddhist culture. Give up your worldly possessions.
Right. So one girl said, but I don't have my bra. So
well, you're either going to be really popular or whatever.
Saggy.
No.
Yeah. That's going to hurt. So, yeah. There's the yellow team and the red team. The yellow bandanas, you got to whip out some of your survivor buff. Zhan Hu is the fighting tiger.
I don't know if we're saying it right, but that's how it's going to be said.
Yeah. And Fei Long, the flying dragon. Couldn't they have done Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon?
No, absolutely not.
Well, next up we meet Aaron, the surfing instructor. Not at all what I had expected of a surfing instructor. Dude, where's your blonde hair, man?
They're not all like that.
I know. So Fei Long arrived at their camp. and they got some rice. And that's it.
That's pretty much all it was.
Yeah. And
it wasn't much either.
Yeah. Todd, the gay flight attendant. I'm loving him. He's an early favorite. Jean Robert, Mr. Snotty poker player.
I don't know what I was going to say about him.
I'm not digging him. I am not digging him. Is he like from Louisiana or something? I'm getting that kind of a vibe from him, like a Cajun type vibe.
Wasn't he the one that took his shirt off and he had the pregger's gut?
Yeah, I think he might have been. Put your shirt back on,
that was
boy.
Disgusting. If
Yeah.
you have a gut, leave your shirt on.
Yeah.
It's simple.
Him and the flight attendant, I guess, found the tree mail. It was like, hey, this is where our mail's coming in. It's like a box with a statue.
Yeah, pretty much.
And Ashley, the wrestler. That girl is one tough biatch. That Ashley girl, I wouldn't want to meet her in a dark alley, let me tell you.
We've had people talking about her, like, oh, there's going to be a pro wrestler on the show. That's her.
Yeah.
She's buff.
She is. And she got sick.
Mm-hmm.
She started having a fever and not feeling so good, and the dry heaves and everything.
Not good.
I'm not surprised, I have to say.
A lot of the tough people get sick first.
Right.
Because, like, I guess they need more energy or whatever.
So it starts pouring.
On the first night.
They got no fire, no shelter, and they are soaked down to their bone.
No,
wow.
one bone.
Yeah, all of them. So then we meet James, the gravedigger. I'm thinking I like him too.
I do too.
He's kind of down to earth. I'm digging it.
But he's talking about how he has social problems because he's always by himself and he doesn't know if he'll be able to strategize with people and make alliances.
Yeah, he was talking to somebody.
Christian radio.
The Christian radio girl, right? Yeah, I like him. I want him to stay around. So then I forget who was telling Ashley whether it was Jean Robert or not.
Someone I don't know.
Just because you're sick, don't think that means you're automatically going on the block.
And then, of course,
because you are.
in his confessional, he was like, yeah, if she's sick, I'm definitely going to vote for her.
Yeah,
Leave.
she's out. Okay,
Nice.
yeah, I know. Way to stab somebody in the back on the first day.
So it's time for the tree mail.
Tree mail, baby. They each get a little dragon on a board. So everybody's sitting around waiting for the challenge, reading the Art of the War scroll, or Art of War scroll.
They were given that to study because they were like, yeah, this will help you.
Yeah, I think Frosti was reading it.
Yeah.
What a cool name.
I love that.
Like
But
Frosty
anyway,
Freeze.
this is an immunity challenge. No luxury comp this week.
It's for fire and immunity.
Mm-hmm.
It's an obstacle course. Both teams, the whole team's got to play. They're like practically chained to this Chinese dragon. And they
Slash tiger.
Right. Okay, so they have to take it through this obstacle course.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
And once they get to a certain point, the first person has to run through another obstacle course.
Right.
And get like a key.
And drop down a drawbridge.
And unlock
2 drawbridges.
gates and you know, all that good stuff.
Wow. Did you see them when they broke free there and they jumped across? They were like freaking crouching tiger, hidden dragon. They were flying. To see. Then at the end they had to stick their sticks from the dragon in the exact holes that they fit in. It was like a puzzle at the end. So for the challenge, they gave them their sneakers and they said, all right, take them back to camp with you.
I think there would have been a problem if they didn't.
Yeah, especially because that girl had heels on at the beginning. Not good. Yeah, the red team won. Fei Long. I'm like in a fog right now. I'm so tired. Chicken wants Ashley out because his team lost.
Yep.
Everybody wants PG out, I think.
PG was going a little loco after the challenge. She was like crying because she was so stressed out. They needed food, water.
She wants to be a leader.
It's time for tribal.
Woo! Let's all walk to the temple. Temple shot. Walk the fire around in the dark. Okay, so Jean Robert and PG want to be leaders, like we said. So
Yep. Jeff was like, "Who wants to be a leader?" And
yeah. Yeah, and everybody groans. Okay, so it's time for the votes
Yes.
and tallying. It was like 2, 2, and 2 for Chicken, Ashley, and PG.
But in the end, Chicken.
I should have known he was going. Because they spent an awful
out.
lot of time talking to him. It's a dead giveaway.
Yep. But he had a weird reaction. He was like, damn!
And then Jeff was like, sorry, George. I keep calling him Chicken George. Sorry, Chicken Tribe has spoken. He was like, I heard them. Wow. Thank God you're gone. Because I don't think I could have put up with another episode of that.
I couldn't understand him.
It was like Cottonmouth. So yeah, they showed, I don't know if it was just scenes from next week or like a little tease from the entire season, but yeah, it looks freaking good. Okay?
It's because it is.
So put your seatbelts on, kids, and hang in there till next week. That's right. Till then, much love.